Afternoon, and the big story on Action News at noon is breaking. A judge just ordered all charges dropped against former Philadelphia police officer who was charged with killing Eddie Irizarry.
Now, the judge cited a lack of significant evidence against former officer Mark Dial. Dial was charged with murder for the deadly shooting in Kensington back on August 14th. Dial's attorneys argued that he fired in self-defense and should not be charged with murder.
Let's get right to Action News reporter Maggie Kent live for us in Center City with more on the stunning results of today's hearing. Maggie?
Well, John Paul, I can tell you that when Judge Wendy Pugh made her decision to dismiss all of the charges that former officer Mark Dial was facing, you heard two audible screams, one from the side of the supporters of former officer Dial, a sigh of relief for them, and of course for the family of Eddie Irizarry, who was shot on August 14th. Sighs, they just felt as though justice would not be served in their son, their brother, their nephew's case, and they made that very clear afterwards today. We also heard from the DA, who says they are filing the paperwork to appeal this decision to dismiss all of the charges now. Here are the charges that former officer Mark Dial faced: first-degree murder and third-degree murder. Now, you need to prove premeditation for first-degree and malice for third-degree murder. Again, Judge Wendy Pugh saying there was insignificant evidence to do just that. He was also charged with voluntary manslaughter, aggravated assault, simple assault, and official oppression. Now, I have to remind you, it's not just the murder charges that were taken off the table, but all charges. Dial was being held at a Philadelphia prison and will be released based off of what Judge Wendy Pugh decided this afternoon. For the Irizarry family, who had to watch the body camera footage again and again today of Eddie being shot and killed on August 14th on a Kensington street after a traffic stop for erratic driving. They say this is no justice at all. It sends a message that police can do whatever they want.
It's videos everywhere. The neighborhood, witnesses in the neighborhood proved that my nephew did not come out of that car. He locked the doors to his vehicle. His windows was up. Where's the threat? Even if he has a small pocket knife, where's the threat? Where is it?
I mean, this case should have never been brought. I don't know whether they interviewed this police officer before. I don't know whether they looked at the video with the sound. I don't know what they did, but in that courtroom, based on what we saw, what you saw, and what this judge saw, the only right thing to do happened here in this case, and that was a dismissal of all charges.
Again, all of those charges, about 5 or 6 of them dismissed against Mark Dial, a former Philadelphia police officer. The judge saying there was insignificant evidence. In this case, we did see just this morning arguments from both sides, but of course, they also presented evidence. We saw the body camera footage from Dial's partner. We saw Dial's body camera footage, and we also saw an aerial view from a doorbell camera of exactly what happened, surveillance of what happened during that traffic stop. We also happened to see Dial take Irizarry to Temple Hospital to get him treatment. Of course, he died on August 14th. The family says, we've spoken to their lawyer before, they are filing a civil suit against the city and potentially against Dial himself. And as I mentioned, the district attorney says they're heading right back to the office right now to file an appeal. We're live at the criminal courthouse. Maggie Kent, Channel 6, Action News. Guys.
Wow, some stunning developments today. Maggie, thank you for that report.